You might hear him snoring because this man is starting
What
to go.
up? What up, good people? Um, Me and Deron back. Ghost V Network. Rocket in the back. Sleep.
He had a long night, ladies and gentlemen. He just wanted to
It's
crash.
all good. It's all good. We always like Rocket on the show. Um, but I mean, this episode probably would have put him to sleep anyway, because we're talking about Ninja Kamui. Um, I know we took a little break again, but we have episodes 12 and 13, which ended up being the last two episodes, I think, of the show completely. Even though 12, they actually could have had a chance to extend it with the episode from 12, but instead of just keeping that going, they decided to end it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe. Join us on our journey. If you have been here since episode one, you saw the excitement. You seen like we was so hyped. Our
Yes,
most viewed video is from this particular series. We got
yes.
like over like I think 10,000 views. Whatever. This is like over this particular thing. So hyped to trash. I am so sorry. A couple episodes ago, I told you it can be at the max 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. This finished like 6 out of 10. This is like the
I
money.
mean, I'll still give it a 7.
I can't. And here's what I can't. I'm gonna tell you
Like,
why.
it's hinging on 7. Like, it
I'm
just made it to 7.
gonna tell you why I can't. Because the it's like the animation people ran out of money. That's what it feels like. The
Yeah.
fighting skills we got first couple episodes, even the train station thing alone got you so captivated. They went with the CGI and mecha stuff. We said we didn't like it. Then you go back to hand-to-hand combat to conclude on the mecha fighting again.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It was the most boring fight ever, bro. Like you weren't really into the fight like it was the first episode. You were on the edge of your seat. You were like, "Yo, what's going on?" You were like, again, it's like all like, you know what? Like, remember For Honor where you had to do like,
yeah,
"Whoa." That's kind of what it felt like, bro. It felt like that.
yeah. So I actually think, like, they could have used the mecha suits to help. Like, it's weird because it kind of messed up the vibe of the whole thing
Yeah.
and the way that they brought it in so fast. But I feel like it could have actually saved it to make multiple seasons. Because in 12, you see that the head ninja ended up using mecha suits to, like, kind of almost hold the world at hostage.
Yes, and it was cool to see them like almost drone type vibe and how they were able to go Secretary of Defense, FBI, everybody was
Right,
there like, yo, oh, that's a nice way to use technology using the mecha. But and
right.
the fighting was just so stiff with the mecha suits.
It was, but I'm thinking, like, if they had, all right, I actually would have been better off if they ended the season after 12, because then they could have came back
Got you.
and basically, because 12, we ended up 12 with basically Zai and Hegon. Well, Zai was so confused
Yeah.
that it was almost like you could actually see him, like, joining Hegon,
Yes.
and we actually seen a little bit of it
Yep.
in the last episode. So that 12 built up that part. And then, like I said, the head ninja ended up using the mecha suits as, like, basically his army to kind of like take over the world that nobody really wanted him to take over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was trying to say it was to keep the peace. So in that sense, if they stopped it there, the whole second season could have been, like, the first part of it could have been Zai and Hegon, like, getting back, like, working, starting to work together. And then all the rest
Yeah.
of that season could have been them trying to stop the head ninja from messing up the ninja name.
And they could actually use this. the tech guy, where they actually basically outed him and that he was like he tried to blow Ninja's headquarters up, didn't work. Then they went out public that he was like a terrorist type thing.
Right.
So they could have used him for season 2 also with that theory that you just mentioned, which I like. But with that being said, there will be a season 2, and you want to know why?
Why?
The very last 10 minutes when the head ninja was like, "There are other ninjas out there that are here to do my work." Remember when Chief was disguised as that old man? They showed him at the end, but they
Yeah.
showed the president thing. I mean, the Secretary of Defense shows a ninja with the white mask hopping down, stabbing people, putting devices on. That's going to be season 2.
That's the
I
thing.
know,
Like,
I know, it sucks. I know what you said would have got my attention for season 2, and almost would have saved this thing. But
right.
they're going to use that with the whole him and Zai coming together, kumbaya, all hold hands type thing.
Like, they actually could have had a whole nother season before that.
I don't.
Like, that would have been 3 seasons right there.
Bro, I am so disappointed. Even at the end, are we going to overshadow that he used Zai's secret art? How?
Right.
Zai didn't teach you. Oh, you just I see it, so now I know how to do it type thing. Is that
Right.
what it is? Like you're the head shinobi of all people? Like we know these
But
things?
but
Like
if you notice though, Zai did like kind of whisper something like that when he seen him do it. So I mean, once again, they kind of rushed everything.
he's still
I told you it would put him to sleep. They kind of rushed everything. Like this could have been laid out so much better. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do this episode because they messed up this whole anime.
there's so many like potential things that go on from this. Like we mentioned the chief was killed because he tried to basically stab to the old head ninja and said it's not the way. But he came back as a cat. He has 9 lives type thing, but he has no more abilities to use his powers.
Right,
Just helps people out. You could use that as a segue to him as he's found other ninjas all across the there, and y'all come together, join forces to go after the government takeover. That's your season 2. Nip it there.
bro.
But
We could have had like, all right, here we go. I'm about to lay it out real quick. That you could have had almost 4 seasons.
I want to hear this.
Almost 4 seasons. The first season, they should have kept it all hand to hand combat. Like what they was doing at the beginning, they should have kept going for this whole first season.
Yes.
And then started to introduce like the backstory of Zai, his wife, and he gone. So that
Yes.
way we know why they were so tight and
Mm.
why Zai looked like so pissed off at he gone and them.
Yes.
Second season, they could have started with giving you backstories of each of the ninjas that had the mecha suit.
Ooh.
Because that would have introduced the mecha suit more slowly, and you could have been like, "Oh, okay, I get it." And that also would have explained why the head ninja wanted the mecha suit so bad.
Okay.
Third season, they could have had Hegon fighting through the mechas.
Slowly getting there as the okay. That's like
Right,
bringing the black guy back from the barbershop, all that kind of stuff. Got you. Okay.
right. Fourth season could have been basically the ending of like towards the end of this, where he beats everybody. Him and Zai end up fighting, but Zai is confused at the end of the fourth season. Fifth season could have been the battle between Zai and Hegon against the Ninja Clan because he got the mechas now.
So do you want to write this email to HBO Max and let them know they dropped the ball and that
Bro,
you
that's 5 seasons easy. And
besides
they all could have been like 10 to 12 episodes each.
I fell in love with the anime because of the natural fighting style.
Right.
And
And you would
you
have had
have
you would have had most of that. Like with the way that I laid
why
it
go
out,
away,
all first season would have been that.
why go away from it?
Right.
Why? Like we don't need all this.
Right.
It's
Like
so if I were to show you
it's
the
crazy.
first 3 minutes of a season, then show you the last 3 minutes of a season, you would think they were two different shows.
Yeah, it definitely did look like two different shows.
Like I don't have the energy in me to even be like, I can't even fake it. I can't be like, yo, this show was amazing. I can't do it.
Like honestly, if you had took the last 3 minutes of this show and put them in space, you would have thought it was like a Gundam show.
Gundams fight. First of all, there's some Gundams that are pretty old, but there's some Gundams that are amazing. My favorite is Iron Blooded Orphans. Guys, if you've not seen that, check it out. Hulu, it's Netflix. Iron Blooded Orphans. Look at the fight scenes in that, and look at the fight scenes in this. If you're gonna use mechas, do it right. Do it right,
I'm just saying, like they could have had easily 5 seasons of this,
bro. It's so
and you would have started with hand to hand combat, introduced the mechas, ended with hand to hand combat.
okay. Now I'm gonna go a little deeper into it. Now I'm starting to get irritated. So you're telling me you're the head ninja, and that you got beat by Zai's hidden art because your other art you had were to mess up the mental stability of somebody else. We
Right.
find out that Higon's basically aura slows everything down. That's why Zai's did not work on him because he can see everything. So you just basically have the ability to be in the head ninja to tear that apart. That doesn't work anymore. You go for the kill. Zai saves you, loses arm, but then you go back to using Thunderclap, and then that's how you win the fight.
Bro, like
Think about that. That is how you won the fight.
I'm just saying, like, bro, I ain't even mentioned the Zai part. Like, do you know how tough that would have been if they had a season with Higon and Zai with his arm missing and still fighting?
They're gonna have it next year. Just a bunch
It's
of
not gonna be the same. It's
it's
not.
gonna be next year, and we're gonna watch it because we
It's,
want
it's,
to
it's,
know
it's gonna
what
have to
happened.
be like basically. I feel like if they do it next, if they have a next season where they try to introduce the the ninjas that he was talking about, like I feel like it's gonna be along the same like storyline guide of the first season. So
So
it'll
what's the
almost be like a repeat of the first season.
because what's the goal? The goal is what?
Right,
Government takeover.
right. Because now it feels like Zai is like to me, I don't think it's gonna be a second season because Egon is like, yo, I'm done. I did what I needed to do.
I bet. How about this? I I'll owe you a beer or lunch if there is not a second season, and we'll have it. We'll say 6 months from today. If you don't hear any rumors about a second season, then I'll concede and give you that beer. But if we do, just know,
Beer and lunch.
just know. That's all I want. All right, because it's going to be
Yo,
season.
y'all heard it. Beer and lunch for
I'm
whoever
just saying
wins this. Second season or not for Ninja Kai Moy.
it's going to
Um,
happen. But for everybody, please thank y'all so much for the journey. Like
yeah,
Terrell mentioned, we have been taking breaks because I'm in school, he's coaching, we got the kids, everything's going on.
right.
But we
And
are
we
going to,
working on stuff in the background.
yeah, plus the con, everything else. I guess I'll let you guys know something.
Right. Like, let us know what y'all think too. Like,
Yeah, let me about the whole
did they
thing.
completely rush this and
Yeah.
mess it up, or like, do y'all think it could have been more seasons? Do y'all just not care anymore because they messed it up so bad,
Oh, let us know because I definitely don't. I lost all hope 2 episodes ago, bro.
bro?
Like the last great scene was Emma dying.
Yeah,
The
which
whole
got
barbershop thing
rushed too.
happening, all that. I just
Like you
after
you
that,
barely got to see Emma and them work together. Like
all that
it's
work
crazy.
for what? Because
It's
you needed her.
crazy.
You needed her DNA afterwards. It's just go
Right.
through, and then you didn't really. Yeah, I'm good.
Ah,
Anyway, until next time, y'all. We are
till the
gonna try a
next
new
time.
season, new series. Yo, we speaking of that, Equalizer, Jason Bourne, and John Wick movies. We gotta watch those and review
Yes,
the.
we are
Come
going to
on,
do.
fighting. We
I've
gotta
seen that. I've
review
seen
them.
that. Like we have to do a
Each one.
pod on that.
I'm down for it. I
So
want to
I
review
want
the movie.
everybody to pair like which movie series was the best with John Wick, The Equalizer, and the Jason Bourne movies.
Jason Bourne, bro.
Bro,
It's Jason Bourne. It's not even a question. It's Jason Bourne.
bro.
Just
Thank
wait.
all
When we
right.
rewatch them,
We
when we
we not
rewatch
gonna
them,
have this now, but my take might surprise you.
I'm not surprised. You're gonna say John Wick.
But
I'm not surprised.
my take is not. It might surprise you actually.
I bet everybody peace and love until next time.
Peace.
Here, you gonna say bye? You gonna keep snoring? All right, you
Yeah,
snoring.
that put them all the way out.